I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to episode 75 of Raise the Halt. It's coming up to the business time of the season. We're going to have a Champions League semi-final first leg in this episode. First up we have Leicester, and before that let's quickly look at what's been happening. Just the one game against Stoke. You can see a comfortable 3-0 win. Got an early goal in the first half from Ben Davies. Paddy Roberts knocked in 2 in the second half. We were okay in the first half, but as the scores would suggest, we were really, really good in the second half. But you can see Ben Davies has picked up an injury, and he's not the only one. We've also lost Dele Alli. You can see here, Dele Alli 3 to 4 weeks, Ben Davies 4 to 6. We've already lost Luis Felipe. Things are starting to go a little bit wrong for us, especially in midfield. No Ali or Felipe. So that is... Fate's doing its best, isn't it, to take the Champions League away from us, but we're going to keep fighting on and hopefully we can get a result. Speaking of results, so look at this. Aston Villa Under-19s, Under-19 Champions Cup or Champions League winners. You can see we played Celtic in the final, got a 1-0 win. So things looking pretty good for the future, aren't we, if we are winning the Champions League at Under-19 level. So that's really something we can hang our hats on, I think. That's quite a positive result. Hopefully the first team can look to match that. And of course, all the goals from April that we've missed, and there has been a lot, so it's going to be a pretty epically long goals of the month at the end of the episode, but it will be there. So do make sure you hang around to check those out. There's, as I said, quite a few goals. I think I've tallied up here, and we're up towards 10 or 12. So it's going to be a marathon, but it's definitely going to be a marathon worth watching, I think. But to matter at hand, we have Leicester City. Actually, before we do that, let's look at the league table because things are going okay for us. Look at this. Arsenal and United have both dropped points. We're 5 points up with 3 games to go, which means potentially this episode we could win the league. If we get if we win here against Leicester and then any other drop points from Arsenal and Man United means that we will be champions. So things are starting to look good, but we don't want to get too carried away. We do have that semi-final coming up. So not necessarily playing the strongest of our teams here, but this is what we're going with. We're going with Golini in goal, Van Drongelen and Magnelli and Kone across the back. We're going with Bree and Alex. Obviously, no Ben Davies. I'm going to try and wrap Tyrone Mings in cotton wool, so if we don't need him this game, we have him for the semi-final. So we're going with Alex. Stemenkovic is not quite fit, so we're once again going with Bree. We're going with Doyle Hayes and Joyce in midfield. Joyce is basically our now first choice player in that role with no Ali and with no Luis Felipe. We're playing Doyle Hayes because, again, we just want to try and wrap Conrad Lima up in cotton wool for the semi-final. Then we're going with Roberts, Cameron and Wilson up top. It's the strongest 3 we have, so we're going to go with them. We need to try and get some points here, so we're going to go with them and just hope that the injury curse doesn't strike again. So we can see Leicester, they're going with the old 4-4-2. Any names you really know there? I'm assuming, is that Andre Silva? Greg, Iheanacho. So there's no one, Redmond, no one there necessarily, no big names, but they are 6th in the league, so it's not necessarily going to be the easiest game, especially away from home. I think we'll go with a passionate, show me what you can do to keep our run going, and then just the old calm, we have faith. And really, I mean, a draw I think would be okay for us here, but I just don't want any more injuries. Okay. Not a great start, ricocheting off whoever that was there. Yeah, so injuries obviously not going to plan, are they? Joyce is fine for the Premier League. I have no problem playing him there. The problem we have is that those 3, we might get Felipe back potentially if we're lucky for a Champions League final if we get that far. But we're really now at bare bones, and if Patrick Robert gets an injury, then we're actually in trouble. So we've got to really hope that we don't sustain anymore. I mean, even now with Ben Davies getting injured, left back becomes a bit of an iffy situation. Tyrone Mings is decent there, and we were retraining him, and he's now much more comfortable in that role. And I have noticed that his defence has been a lot better since then. So we're okay going with him. Let's just try maybe a demand more here into half-time. But yeah, I mean, if we had to go in with Alex in the Champions League semi-final, he's not there yet. That's just how it is. But not many highlights. We do have our next game in the league is at home to Sheffield Wednesday, who are 19th, I think, in the league. So I'm sort of banking on that being our 3-pointer, that being a win for us. That means that if United and Arsenal, if they don't drop any more points, given our superior goal difference, we would just need 1 more point. So I'm happy with that point coming here, because our last game of the season is against Manchester City, and I think it is away, if I remember correctly. So we don't obviously want to go into a game away to Manchester City with hopefully a Champions League final to come, needing a win. Hopefully some more highlights this half. We have been quite free scoring, but as I said, it's just not quite happening this particular game. But yeah, like so many injuries though, so many injuries. But yes, Gareth Mosley in the comments saying that this could be the year for the Champions League, and I was a little worried that Real Madrid put 8 past Juventus. That definitely. Oh, Doyle Hayes, he's off. I just told him not to get a second booking, and there we are, the 46th minute. Then we're down to 10. All right. Makes life interesting, doesn't it? I think we'll have to. We'll take Roberts off. We're going to have to try and. What are we going to have to try and do here? Just survive, I think, aren't we? Our strikers have defensive responsibilities, so we'll do that. We maybe will need to play Joyce as a more advanced playmaker now. We'll definitely need to take it off attacking to try and control. We might go just a little narrower. Stay on feet, more disciplined. Stick to positions, yeah, and then we might just lower the tempo for now as well. Oh, Doyle Hayes, what have you done? Ahmedzovic isn't bad in this role, so that side of things is okay. The problem, as I said, is the other end trying to now score. Can we get that head on that, please? We can. Van Drongelen gets it clear. We weren't particularly good in the first half. Oh, he's got a score. Golini saved us there. It might be time for maybe a demand more here. I just gave a shout at concentrate, though, so it's going to be too soon. Can we get this clear again? We can. Oh, why are we standing there? You're on the edge of the area to close that down. It's Dribbler and Golini. It's easy for him. We've seen him let those ones in before, though, haven't we? So we don't want to get too confident in Golini. Oh, another corner. I think we might... Oh, we're pushing our luck here. We are massively pushing our luck. So let's just quickly go in here. Let's go back to wide. Play with width. That doesn't scream a good idea to me. Let's maybe up the tempo and just try and keep the ball a little bit. Playing narrow is clearly not working because it would appear from the number of corners they're getting that they're getting down the outside of us and we are just clearing behind. Oh, how is he in so much space? That's Alex. It should be over there, isn't it? Can we get this clear again? Oh, look at the fullbacks. They're wingers, is it? Their wingers are in so much space. It's going over. That's okay. We're playing a little bit like headless chickens here. Oh, it's all Leicester. It is just all Leicester. Can we get onto that? No. Magnanelli's there. Can we launch a counter from that? No, we can't. I'm wondering if they're just having so much of the sort of attacking play if we just look to go to counter, but then we're inviting them onto us, which I'd never like to do. I just feel like it's asking for trouble. Joyce, can he pick a pass? It's a decent ball out for Alex. They seemed on the same wavelength there because Alex dropped back in for the ball, so that was good. Ahmedzovic, what's he going to do? Nice little ball back. Cameron, can we build something here? We're keeping the ball nicely. We do, of course, have retained possession on as an instruction, so it's good to see they're following that. Look at the space in midfield here. Oh, that's a beautiful ball for Alex. Can he get a ball in? Can he get a ball in? It's gone to Cameron. Go on, son. Oh, crossbar, a wonderful save. Oh, that may have been our chance. Can we win this back? No. It was a nice little bit of build-up play, though, wasn't it? We will take that if we can get a little bit more of that, please. Let's just try to demand more. Wilson's not having his best game. He looks nervous. We do have the boob on the bench who's capable of sort of getting a bit of something from nothing. I'm wondering, given that we're a man down, if that's maybe what we need. Look at the space for Alex. Can we find him? We can. Can he get down and got a cross in for Cameron here? Look at him. Come on, Cameron. Second time's the charm. Goal! There we go. That's a little bit better, isn't it? Look at the space. Wilson did a really good job dropping in to pick up the ball. Found Alex in acres of space. Alex was another nice ball in. No mistake from Cameron this time. I wonder if that's gone in off the back of the keeper. It'll certainly spin on the ball, if nothing else. It looked like he had put it over, but we will take that and run. So let's have a think about what we need to do here. I think we're 86 minutes. The first thing we need to do is just tell our wing-backs not to attack anymore. We just need them to be defensive for us. And then, do we need to do anything else here? I don't necessarily think so. You know what we might do is just take take Wilson off, bring Callum Mosley on. Callum has really, really good pace. I do trust him to mark his man, so hopefully I won't jinx him on that front. Get them a concentrate. We might just look to go back to defensive. And if we just pause this, just lower the tempo as well. And we already have pretty much everything else set. Alright, let's not go and give away an equaliser here. Though, is that Eric Lamella? What's he doing at Leicester? He's offside, surely. Magnelli's there anyway. Wilson. Well, I've got Wilson on the brain today, don't I? Joyce completes the clearance for us. Look at Cameron keeping to his man there diligently. That's what we like to see. Can we get a clearance? We can. Armadzovic is there. We've just got 3 more minutes of this. Van Drongelen, if you can get a pass down here, there we go. Callum Mosley in some space. Can he run into it? He's got pace. He's got pace to burn. He's gone with the early pass. I don't know if that was what we wanted. Not with the retained possession instruction on. Oh, and they're just coming straight back at us. Lamella's in acres of space, and he's muffed his shot. Oh, okay. Let's breathe. Oh, we're so close now. This would be a massive 3 points given the context of the league. We have the Champions League to come. And, of course, Sheffield Wednesday at home as well. Can we get that clear? Oh, we've stuffed it up. In the 3rd minute of stoppage time. We never really looked particularly comfortable, did we? Just that extra man, I think, is that we have a men back there. It's in the end, it's James Bree, isn't it? It hasn't quite tracked his man properly, and that's what's cost us. Oh, can we nick it back again? Can we get ahead on this? Kone's there, he can't. Armadzovic on the edge of the area. We might just need to put our foot through one here. Works it out to Joyce. Can Joyce find a ball in? He can. It's too close to the keeper, and that is surely that. I did say before the game that a point here would be okay. It looks as though, if the ref would blow this up for us, we are going to get that point. But when you're so close like that, all right, ref, blow it up, please. Blow it up. Blow it up. Blow it up. What are we doing? We didn't have that much extra time, did we? Maybe for a goal celebration? This is surely it now. There we go. Well, I don't know. Are we happy with that or are we disappointed? I think when we went down to 10 men, we would have taken a draw. Having scored in the 80th minute and been ahead after 90, I think we can be a little bit disappointed. We'll say they're unlucky. And we would just Doyle Hayes. An assertive you idiot, I think, is what we need there. All right, so we got our point. We're 6 points up now. We have 2 to go. It's not bad. We have said Sheffield Wednesday. We can see they're down the bottom struggling. If we look at the schedule, we have them at home and then we go to Man City away. But don't go anywhere because we have the first leg of the Champions League coming up right now. Just before we get to the Arsenal game, I thought we'd have a look at some of our loanees, how they're getting on, some of the kids, particularly, obviously, our two Youth Academy products named after you. First of all, Zelo, you can see he's on loan at Sochaux. You can see match rating-wise, he's played 5 games. He's averaging 6.0, I think we saw there. The actual development itself is coming along not too badly, so I'm relatively happy with that. I don't care too much about the performances, but yeah, I mean, at 6.06, it's not great, is it? So that's Zelo, and then if we have a look at Josh Crampton, you can see he's played 32 games with a goal, 3 assists, and of course a 6.85 average. That's much better. Again, the development is not ideal. The termination, obviously, League 2 isn't agreeing with him on that sense. But there is development there, which is good, and obviously the performances are not too bad as well. Okay, here we go. You can see the other tie, Atletico Madrid is a 2-1 lead after their win in the first leg. So you'd probably fancy Real Madrid in the second leg, given they won 8-1 at home to Juventus in the quarterfinals. But let's worry about us. I see both teams are in strong form. We are the slight favourites, which given we're at home, it's probably fair enough. This is the team we're going with. It's essentially the best team we have available to us. So Golini in goal, Van Drongelen, Magnanelli, Kone across the back. Mings and Stemenkovic is back, not 100% fit, but near enough that we can get at least 80 minutes out of him, I would think. Lima comes back in, along with Joyce in midfield, with Roberts, Cameron and Wilson up top. Come on, boys. What do we want here? A clean sheet at least, don't we? So we can see the way they're lining up. We have mixed results against this formation, especially teams that play it well, which we know that Arsenal do. Team talk, do it for the fans. That seems like the sensible thing to do. We're at home. We do have a decent record at home in the ties. I mean, we've beaten Paris 4-0, and of course, Moscow, we rescued ourselves with a 5-0. Was it 5-0 or 5-1? I can't remember now. If we could do something like that, that'd be incredible. But I tell you what, I'd settle for a clean sheet. All right, come on, boys. I don't want to come across as too negative, but when I sort of see the scouting reports that get sent out and the stats of some of their players or the other teams, they're quite wonderful. And, I don't want to underestimate our team because we have some very good players as well now. But it does scare me a little bit seeing some of their other teams' players there. Sometimes those throw-in routines work out well for us, but Arsenal's got a foot in there. Pellegrini, that's the young kid at Genoa right now, isn't he? I think he moved to Monaco this January window just gone, but he's supposed to be quite a good prospect. Iwobi, we know he's dangerous. Stemenkovic, good tackle, son. Up to Roberts. Can we launch a counter-attack? Look at Wilson go. He's on his bike. Roberts has strolled straight through the middle. Go on, Paddy Roberts. He squares it for Wilson. Can he finish it? He cannot. Oh, Wilson. That was such excellent build-up work from Patrick Roberts as well. That would have been an absolute wonderful goal. Oh, but that's promising. It's promising stuff. We are not quite the better of the two teams just right now, but that's kind of what you would expect, I think. Iwobi's not doing well, is he? Come on. Yeah, it's a pretty even game. We're looking motivated. They're looking a little bit nervous. We are still attacking them. We do want to try and win the game if possible. Corner comes in. It's just over from Kone. Oh, Kone's so good from set pieces as well. Let's give them maybe a calm down here. We look a little tense, I think. That Wilson chance, though, that's the sort of thing that we need him to be doing. Mings has intercepted that beautifully to Patrick Roberts. We've got men pouring forward. Patrick Roberts has strolled through again. Go on, Paddy Roberts. Go on, son. Go, go, go. Oh, the finish just wasn't there. Well, there's optimistic signs, aren't there? But I just worry about that away goal. Come on, Paddy Roberts knocks a nice one in. Cameron's there. It's fallen down. Oh! Felipe's injured, Dele Alli's injured, but their replacements, Joyce has come in at the back post, powered the ball into the net. That's 1-0. We're on our way. Let's try, hopefully, and get into half-time now at the 1-0. We're just about there. And there it is. Okay, so that's a decent enough start, isn't it? So let's come here. Match ratings are okay, but not great. So I think things are going well. We're capable of better. And then we'll do some individual team talks here. I'll edit that out and we'll come back for the second half. Okay, so Iwobi's off for Munir. So it's pretty much like for like. I don't think Munir quite has the pace of Iwobi, but I think maybe technically he's a little bit better. They're looking nervous. They're looking frustrated. Let's give our boys some encouragement here. They have had more of the ball, but you can see shots on goal, shots on target. So far, we're doing a little bit more with it. I don't really remember them having a highlight as yet. So if we can keep it that way, that would be fantastic. Mings with the early ball up to Wilson. Back to Joyce. Look at the space Mings is in. Look at the space Mings is in. Look at this. I wonder if we might need to... We're playing with width. I don't really want to tell them to exploit the wings because they have wingers and wing backs. Though if we do that, then maybe we will sort of lessen their attacking threat. This is definitely going to be an Arsenal highlight, though. Can we get a foot in? No. Munir with the cross off the crossbar. Oh, Mings has got the ball clear, though, so that's fine. They're bringing on Lacazette, so they've changed formation here, haven't they? Surely. Yeah, they've gone to a flat back four. So what I want to do is just make sure, I don't know that Cameron will be marking the right man now, no. So we just need to make sure he goes to left back, because I'm pretty sure this is right back here. No, that's not what I wanted to do. No, he's gone to... So luckily... Oh, no, it was right back. Okay, so let's... If they're going to play like that, I wonder if we are playing with... No, we'll keep it as it is, I think. We'll just look to change. Make sure our strikers are marking the fullbacks and not anybody else. Paddy Roberts, can he shoot from this angle? He got the shot away just over. It never really looked like it was going in. We're looking good. We're looking confident. It's just that one away goal, and it kind of ruins everything, doesn't it? We've put in quite a good performance, I think, so far. Let me know in the comments what you think. But I'm... Well, is he onside? Oh, we've got Wilson in the middle. Go on, Cameron. Oh, he's muffed that as well. That was horrible. I do have my head in my hands. If I had a camera that worked, you would have seen that I had my head in my hands. Let's keep daring. Let's maybe try to demand more here. I think we're maybe just coasting our way through this. We're looking the better team. We really need a second goal if we can get it. Joyce, is it a penalty? No, it's not. Wilson's there. He's collected it for Paddy Roberts. Go on, Paddy Roberts! Oh! Off the underside of the crossbar. Come on. It's such a tight thing whether we go for 2-0 and that, then risk an away goal, which makes life a lot more difficult for us in the second leg. Or, 1-0 is not bad if we can get that a goal at Arsenal. Go on, Wilson. Go on, son. There it is. No, we've missed it again. Okay, we're taking Wilson off. He's not looking good. That's the second sitter he's missed. We'll bring Callum Mosley on. Similar sort of player. Equally good pace. Want to see a good performance from you tonight, Callum. Just 15 minutes to go. And then I'm wondering, Cameron's looking a little tired as well. We'll bring on the Boob, and we might try and see if we can bamboozle them with something different, a little bit more pace. The one thing we need to change is just make sure we're putting in low crosses now because we don't have much height. I want to see good performance from you too, Boob. Just try something different up front because we're looking good at when just not converting. And of course, what we don't have... Oh, but Boob's on that header beautifully. Stemenkovic down the line. He's onto it. Go on, Kakao. Go on, Booby. He's knocked it in. Mosley's there. Oh, it's just... He's not an aerial player. He's definitely a player on the ground. Now, let's not get counted here. We've got numbers back. Lima, well done. Tracking back beautifully. Can we launch a counter, Roberts? Look, he's got men either side. He's got Callum Mosley. Go on, Mosley. Go on, son. He's squared it for the ball! Callum Mosley, take a bow, mate. That was wonderful play. Look at Patrick Roberts. He's got so many options. He's played in Mosley. Now, he could have shot from a narrow angle, but look at the vision. And Boob could not miss. 2-0. That is much more like it. That's what we deserved, I think, a second goal from this game. And if we can see this out to the end now with a clean sheet, then the second leg looks promising, doesn't it? Lima, can he find a ball into the box? Demenkovic is there. Oh, they've intercepted. Oh, let's not go and concede a goal. Van Drongelen's there. He's headed it clear. We still haven't got enough men back for my liking, though. Come on, boys. Let's just get this ball out of play. Let's just get it out of play. Oh. Okay. That should do it. That should do it. Never in doubt. That's a good win. That's a really, really good win. And considering too, you think the players we're missing, Patrick Roberts really stepped up when we needed him to. Hopefully he won't get injured because we are in a bit of a habit of having our key players getting injured right now. But yeah, that's really good. So there it is, 2-0 in the first leg. We take a nice lead back to Arsenal with us. And of course, an away goal at the Emirates. And it's just about all done, isn't it? So that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy that, thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe. Otherwise, I've been Aussie Villain. We'll be back next time for Sheffield Wednesday, where we can win the league, with Arsenal, where we can make our second consecutive Champions League final. But until then, here's our goals of the month from April. It's a marathon, so sit back and enjoy. Take care.